Hey Pokefans, Alex here, and in the last episode, we caught our 5th teammate, we maxed out its beauty, evolved it, and then had it compete in our first ever Pokemon contest. So, I'm really liking the Pokemon contest dynamic because that gives me something to do, because as of right now, every single thing that I do on this game is recorded. Now you might not see all of it post-edit, but I wanted to make sure that, I had some flexibility as well. So, a couple of goals for this. We are heading to Snow Point City, right? We need to make sure Tyson's okay in what is it, Lake Acuity. We also want to train up my Milotic. So I think the best bet is to have it hold the experience share. If I can even find the experience share. And then... okay, there we go. Starting to think we didn't have it. Yeah, because level 14 obviously isn't going to cut it. Throw down a repel as well. We'll start heading that way. So I noticed something really interesting about, you know how I always complain about how I'm no longer able to speed stuff up? Well, watch this. However, that only works when I am running around and I'm not in a Poke Battle. So it deals with this aspect of an emulator called a shader, and it's basically how your game is displayed from what I'm able to observe. Like you can make it look extremely retro, you can make it look kind of pixelated, just kind of depends. And I'm not an expert, I will fully admit that. Just thought it was really interesting. But yeah, so we didn't battle these trainers. They're not extremely high leveled, but the experience is mostly for fish. Ooh, a bird trainer. I go everywhere with my Noctowl. We're gonna show you our best. Oh. That is probably the worst pun that I've heard in a while. So she said she's gonna show us our best. That's supposed to sound like our best. No. What's the worst pun that you've ever heard? Let me know in the comments below. I'm dying to know. Now, I also changed the shader so that I am able to speed past, because even though I can't speed up battles like this, I could see it useful in situations like in the last episode when I was just trying to find the spot to catch Feebas. So, I do see this being applicable, but as doing that, you might see the pictures being something a little different than you're used to, so I apologize about that in advance. I happen to think it looks better, but okay, she says we did our best now. Okay, now, using Rock Smash obviously isn't going to do any good there. This trainer isn't going to battle you, but it's going to give you the TM for... I'm not reading all of that. TM77... I don't even know what that is. Let's say your opponent raises its defense using Harden. Your Pokemon can use Psych Up to get the same defense boost as its foe. Basically, your Pokemon gets the same status boosts as your target. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Hi there. Whilst exploring the ruins, I spotted a trainer. I must investigate. So that was 3 Bronzers, and I might have to recant my statement. I was able to speed through that battle. So I guess trainer battles are okay, but wild Pokemon aren't? Seems like a weird double standard, but I'm happy about that. Speed is a ninja's best weapon. Can you keep up? He had a Skorupi and a Krogunk. Also put Toxic Spikes, so I couldn't really switch out to Milotic, but I guess this is a shortcut if you wanted to avoid the tall grass, and there's a honey tree there. So, without further ado, I am going to slap down a Max Repel. Now, we've already technically been here. Oh, I already put down a Max Repel. We've already been here, right? In order to catch Feebas, we had to go down to the basement level. So basically, we're just going to continue on kind of where we left off. So no need to explore any of that. Now, it would help if you had a Pokemon with Defog, but I already explored this area, so it's not going to be too much of a pain. Yeah. There are going to be no trainers, so there's no point having it in front. Now, there were a couple of items we actually did miss last time. Hashtag sorry not sorry. Like that one, apparently. Jeez. Yeah, I'm pretty negligent. Okay, sorry, I was focusing on the Feebas. Okay. Yeah, areas like this are annoying, but not impossible to get around using... Not using defog. Soft sand, we already got that. Want to show us something, like, unique? Now, anytime you have a rock that's in front of, like, this pebble that can't move, probably a hidden item. Okay, but not always. There are no rules. Just when you think there are rules, there are no rules. Okay. And I'm trying here. I need to see if there are hidden items. Oh, apparently there's a hidden item right there. Star piece. Okay, and since we use strength, that applies to all boulders in this room. There's absolutely no way that there are only 4 Feebases. Like, it has to be a lot more nuanced than that. There should be one more Pokeball. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna reach Snow Point City in this episode, but... Well, there is no but. Yeah, it's just a super long road. My recommendation, stock up. I actually got some Moo Moo milk. Got a dozen of them before coming here. So I recommend you do the same. Stock up on repels, revives, what have you. And all these red herrings. Okay. Now, this room contains, I believe, a never melt ice. Yeah. Okay, again, one of those 3 rooms. We found another one on Iron Island, which is not seemingly useful now, but it will be in the post-game. I mean, it's not a huge deal in the post-game anyway, but... Okay, now, we are going to be firstly introduced to Ice-type Pokemon. I don't think we've encountered an Ice-type up to now. I'm almost positive. There are going to be a couple of hidden items. I'll try to point them out. I'm probably not going to get them all, but... I really honestly thought that my 6th team member was going to be an ice type, but to be ready to answer any call, to be ready to accept any challenge, that is the way of a trainer. Okay, so Golduck is your first Pokemon? Okay. Okay, so now we're introduced to a new weather condition, and that is the hail. Hail actually will kind of act exactly like Sandstorm in that it damages your Pokemon a little bit each turn, unless you're an Ice type. Yeah, I think you must be an Ice type. So at least for Sandstorm, I think Rock, Ground, and Steel were all immune to it, but Ice is unique in that almost all types are damaged. Of course, there are some Pokemon that benefit from the weather conditions, some that don't. Yeah. Man, if Fish were level 25, I would actually put it against this Rapidash. The Rapidash isn't even level 40, and it evolves at level 40. How does that even make sense? Now, it's not going to use a Fire-type move, because I have a Water-type out. It's going to be smarter than that. Okay? That is the only reason why I switched out. Oh, this is going to be super annoying. Being buffeted by the hail. Ooh. Yeah, I might faint from this. This might be a one-shot. dumb idea was it to switch out to a grass-type Pokemon? It's never nice to point. Okay, come on. What Pokemon was that again? It was a Rapidash. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna stay in. That should be faster than a Sudowoodo. Pretty sturdy defense though, so this might not one-shot it. Now, just in case you're about to trek up on this long journey, there is a house that will provide you with a bed and that will fully heal your Pokemon. Okay, it's kind of within this region of all these trainers and the grass. Did she just tell me to eat Snowball, punk? It's kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, I just want to show you all some new Pokemon. Darn, I accidentally stopped the recording. The reason that's a darn is because, like, this is hard to explain, but for every new file that I create, I have to, like, put all the team members up there and put the titles and do all of that, and it just takes so long. It's super annoying, but it's my fault. I'm fully kitted up and equipped. Anytime will be fine. Have we seen a Tropius before? I think we must have, right? I think it's a grass flying type, which makes this the perfect move against it. Anyway, it doesn't evolve. Yep, and Air Slash is also the perfect move against me. And I might actually faint from this. Yep, I'm gonna keep it out. If I had Quick Attack, I'd be done for, but figured that was unlikely. Okay. Ace Trainer Lara. Okay, why do I feel like we missed something over here? Yeah, I'm of course paranoid. I'm an elite battler, but cold is my nemesis. Okay, Ambipom is the evolved form of Apom. Looks like we're experiencing a lot of new Pokemon. It's fine. I would even call it good. Let's see. Max Potion. I'm not sure if I ever used it in a playthrough. I'm not opposed. It's just my issue with normal types is, although it could do stab, it's not going to be super effective against any other Pokemon, and that does twice as much damage, whereas stab only does 1.5 times as much damage. But it knows some pretty good moves. Its stats are very good. I like its speed. I like its udders. I think Ambipom comes from the word ambi, which of course means like double. It's like someone who's ambidextrous. Technically that means like 2 right hands, because dextrous is Latin for right. Well, actually, there's 2 Latin words for right. Dextrous is one of them, and then rectus is the other, I think. Which means there's 2 Latin words for left. One of them is levo. That's actually, I think, the Russian word as well. Not that any of you asked, but the other Latin word for left is sinister, and I like that. We've modernized it into this word that means evil. Okay, yes. Porygon 2, dangerous. I have used a Porygon Z in my playthrough before. Don't ask me how. I don't think I traded it. I think I just kind of got it under the radar. But wait, what the heck am I doing? Now, Porygon 2 is going to have probably some electric type moves, so one of the highest special attackers in the game. with the evolved form of Porygon 2, which is Porygon Z. So I think this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, this might be the only Pokemon where you have to trade it twice, holding different held items in order to evolve it. Okay, this Pokemon's a troll. So new conversion, and I don't even remember what that does. Recover. I don't want to use Fire Blast, but I assume your special defense is pretty decent. Ooh, bug type move, but it is technically. Oh, I forgot I gave Houndoom a Citrus Berry. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, I think the idea behind Porygon is it's like an artificially created Pokemon. I don't want to say like a robot, but do they have Porygons in the anime? I don't remember seeing one, but that would be kind of cool. But how? Am I weak at battling too? No, you're not weak. Those were really good Pokemon. Okay. So, yes. I think that cover the same area. I always have to make sure, because every time that I tackle this route, I always forget something, and it's usually not here. I mean, this is a pretty straightforward area, but it's usually later on. So I apologize if I keep doing something over and over again. It's not my intention. Okay, and we can just avoid the skier, and we can go in and heal. So actually, right here is the exact area. Yep, I'd love to take a rest. Thank you. I should talk to you. Yahoo! This lodge has seen better days, but relax. Make yourself at home. I don't have thick fat like some Pokemon. Snorlax. That's why I'm bundled up in layers of thick clothes. Incidentally, do you know what the ability Thick Fat does? Halves the damage taken from Ice and Fire type moves. So, I think Walrein might have thick fat as well. Okay, so I need to start doing that. New trainer type, yay! Okay, our first ice type Pokemon is Sneasel. Sneasel is known for its speed. It's ice and dark. Did Cyrus have a Sneasel? I don't know. But being ice and dark means that it is quad weak to fighting type moves. So, come in with a fighting type move, you're basically good to go. I like Sneasel because a lot of its moves are like high critical hit ratios. So there are great combinations involving making it hold, I think, a Razor Claw? Is that the one that boosts critical hit ratios? Yeah, but there's no way it was standing up to that. Alright, level 20, it's getting there. I'm definitely proud of my Milotic. Alright, and we can advance. Now, we should see someone kind of special if we continue to advance. Okay, but I want to battle this trainer first before swapping out. I always play for keeps. This isn't practice. Alright, that Ace trainer was fairly difficult. I'm actually going to have to go heal up. Had a, I don't remember, a Dusclops was his last Pokemon. Don't remember the first or the second one. Apologies, but keep in mind that what I'm doing by constantly like swapping out Milotic for another Pokemon and then doing that, that is actually a game mode. It's a setting that you can make called set. What set does is it restricts you from swapping out before the trainer sends out their next Pokemon. Okay, so basically swapping out, there is a penalty, potentially. Kind of like for the trainers and all the gym leaders, if they want to swap out a Pokemon, which we haven't really seen too much of, but it happens. Ooh, who's that? Maylene. Remember Maylene, like, as we were battling her, like, she was barefoot. And I just imagine her, like, same sprite, same outfit, barefoot, walking in the freezing cold. Oh, Alex. Are you maybe on your way to Snowpoint City? That's where I'm going too. If I use fly, I can get there instantly, but I'm walking from my training. Not to mention, you don't have a flying type. You're a fighting type gym leader, Maylene. Duh. I have no problem with this. I'm used to the cold because I go barefoot and lightly dressed. Can we... Okay, job description, walking in the cold. Resume, barefoot and lightly dressed. I just, moments like that crack me up. Yeah, so yes, this is gonna be not impossible to get through, but very difficult because how snowy it is. It's kind of almost a blizzard. That shouldn't affect battling too much. It's still hail. But a lot of really good trainers here. Good ace trainers. Alright, he just had an Electabuzz and a Magmar. So there are a lot of items and a couple of hidden items. Specifically, there's one important one that you must absolutely get from this area. So I'm going to be, using the dowsing machine quite often. If I miss some, it's not a huge deal. I'll just come back and get them on my own. But yeah, kind of suffered some fatalities here. Actually, we didn't. Huh. Oh, we suffered a burn, which actually would increase attack, and that explains why my Heracross was able to one-shot a Pokemon. Man, I should have kept that burn. Okay. Snorunt. I think Snorunt is just an ice type. Yeah, pure ice. Now, obviously, Pokemon that are one type have advantages and disadvantages. The advantages coming into play of not having as many weaknesses, and the disadvantages being lack of type coverage. Okay, so Ice Shard is like Quick Attack. Same move, but an Ice type instead of a normal type. Has Priority 1. And of course, I'm the only one damaged by the hail. So the Pokemon being around level 40 kind of indicates like where we should be. So I'm satisfied at where we're at. Personally. Okay. There's gotta be... Yep, so look at how slow this is. Everybody remembers this one section. You're like, what is the point of it? It's because there's a hidden item. Okay, so we got it. I mean, Pokemon Black and White had similar areas, like in the desert. Like not the Aleph Ruins, but like that one really sandy area. Yeah, I knew you were there. Right, he had a Golbat, which took forever to battle for some reason. Okay, now I have to go like up. Oh shoot, really? That's how slow I'm walking? Okay, I'm gonna speed through that. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. I know this is annoying for your sound to hear. I apologize, but I can't stand it. Okay, so you have to kind of look at this in quadrants. We just have to go up and down, kind of like vacuuming, right? Go up and down, and then up and down. Make sure you're not missing anything. Then we're going to explore this region as well. Okay, so it looks like we have a skier. Oh. Wow, he's skiing a lot, like big perimeter. I'll show you the techniques I had drummed into me at ski school. Alright, Snover is Ice Grass, which means it is Quad Weak 2. Fire! Yay! Okay. obviously a Pokemon like that is going to be versatile enough to be able to have countermeasures for fire types. Not very many. Yeah, come on. Let's move this along. Alright, Fire Fang, doesn't really matter if it's a physical or a special move. You're going down, buddy. Now, Snover, I think, evolves at level 40, if I'm not mistaken. Into a terrifying, abominable snowman. Yeah, you think I'm kidding. I'm actually not. Okay. Are you just gonna have 3 Snovers? Because if so, this battle's pointless. Yeah, he just had 3 Snovers. Milotic is close to the level where I would feel more comfortable with it being able to handle its own battle. Actually, you know, fight. Okay, so wow, that's a lot. Okay, rare candy. Yeah, honestly, there might be hidden items around here, but I just don't care that much. Yeah, so yeah, I can't. This is like probably con number 2 of Pokemon Platinum. Remember, I love this game. I played this game many times. But if I were to just come up with a couple of cons, this would be number 2. I mentioned number 1 in the last episode, but this route in particular and how slow some of the portions are. Just can't stand it. It irks me. I'm sure it's irked you too. Irked me so much that I got a TM to make it hail. Why would I want that? Okay, now, in this house, you're gonna want to first pick up this Pokeball. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't, but HM08 Rock Climb. There's a reason that it's around this house. I was fighting my way through the blizzard. I dropped an HM. If I still had that hidden move Rock Climb, I'd be able to scale sheer cliffs. Hey, what's this? You found the hidden machine? But I'd already given up for lost, and you found it. It's yours to keep, my friend. Make good use of it. I like your honesty, though. Let me reward you with this. Gives you an icicle plate. Of the 17 plates, this one says, the original one breathed alone before the universe came. Remember, I explored that in the episode dealing with mythology. So refer back to that video. Okay. Honestly, if I miss a couple of trainers, I'm not going to be super upset. Oh, but yes. Honestly, these battles are starting to get so annoying that I'm just gonna do them. We skiers feel Mother Nature through the soles of our feet. Again, what is with the barefoot? Alright, Swinub, I believe, is only in Platinum, not really in the regional Diamond or Pearl decks. It is Ice Ground. I don't know why I used close combat. For some reason, I didn't think that any of my moves were super effective, so I just went for a powerful one. Alright, come on. And Sneasel. I'll see you at the end of this battle. Alright, now I have to go over here. Battle you. I've been skiing with Pokemon since I was just 5 years old. Alright, Piloswine is the evolved form of Swinub, still Ice Ground. I never considered using a Piloswine on my team. I'm sure it's fine. If you enjoy using Piloswine on your team, I would like to know, like, a good strategy. Yeah, I can't really... I mean, Ice Ground is a fairly decent combination, right? Because if you're a fire type, the ground portion will cover you, right? Fire will still be super effective against you, but you could just use Earthquake and or something like that. Okay, Glaceon is the evolved form of Eevee. Now, there is a special way that you have to evolve Eevee in order to get it to Glaceon, and I will show you on this route. It has to be this exact route. Glaceon is fairly formidable. It just doesn't learn any decent Ice-type moves. And I guess you could really say the same about most of the evolutions as well. Okay, what does Captivate? It doesn't matter what Captivate does, it's better than Splash. Okay. Some of these comments crack me up, and some of them just make me, like, facepalm. Okay, another house. A person. A rare sight. Thank you for visiting. A gift. And we get a spell tag, which I think just keeps wild Pokemon away. Now, she's still there, right? I mean, this isn't some kind of ghost. But she handed us an object. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna talk about things buried under the snow. I don't care anymore. Okay, so just like in Eterna Forest, there's this boulder that is surrounded by something. In Eterna Forest, there's moss. Now it's ice. It is bone-chilling to touch. If you evolve Eevee in this area, it will turn to Glaceon. I still think there's a specific time of day that you have to use, but oh boy. Just a couple more trainers, guys. Just a couple more. And honestly, Fish is kind of at that level where it might be formidable. But against a fighting type, I don't know. This black belt's gonna have fighting types. Okay, just to emphasize it one more time. I hate this route because A, it is huge. B, some of the areas are very, very slow to walk through. And C, the battles, and I cannot emphasize this enough, the battles take forever. Case in point, this one. And as soon as I beat this trainer, it's gonna be the end of this episode. Because I can't deal with it for much longer, or I'm gonna go a little crazy. Okay, Kirlia. We've seen Kirlia, haven't we? I forget the Pokemon that we've even seen, but it's the evolved form of Ralts. Like I said, this line leading up to Gardevoir is actually pretty powerful. Gardevoir actually had a really decent appearance in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I love that spin-off. It's one of my favorites. Highly recommend that you watch like a playthrough of someone doing it, because really there's just so much story. It's almost all story. The game mechanics are just so simple, it's elegant in a way. Now you have a Sea King in the ice. I feel like water types would just not do well in the ice. Let's see, I want to heal up. What I was saying about battles being annoying is, if you don't one-shot the Pokemon, that means you have to wait for... And Turtwin was buffeted by the hail, and Sea King was buffeted by the hail. Hail continues to fall. Okay, you're done. Alright, last Pokemon, come on. Let's do this. Baneri, I don't think we've seen a Baneri. I might have showed the evolved form Lopunny. Baneri is named Baneri because it looks like a bunny. Bunny. You know what? Screw you, I'm using a close combat. I'm wasting my last close combat just to ensure that you go down. I can't even imagine speedrunning this game. I know people have done it, but... Of course I'm alive. Unlike that woman in that house. That was just creepy. And I guess deep down, like, I knew. Oh my god. As I was saying, yeah, don't encounter any wild Pokemon. Like, just don't. It's so annoying to get through. Don't train here. Just get in, get out, battle all the trainers if you must. But yeah, not many things about this game frustrate me more than this, but now we are at Acuity Lakefront. Let's just finish the episode by observing Tyson towering above us in some weak-minded display of masculinity. Hey Alex, what, you finally come along now? Slow, way too slow. Listen Alex, see how the rocks are all lumpy here? You can't climb these rocks until you get the Snow Point Gym badge. Anyway, I'm off. Team Galactic, I'm coming for you. So I'm sure there are hidden items galore. I don't care. I'll get them on my own, or maybe I won't. But oh no. Don't care about that Pokeball. Yay, we made it to Snow Point City. Look at all that effort. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.